Morning, y'all. Good morning. Happy Thursday. I am off work today and I am stacked with back-to-back appointments. So I'm currently on my way to the dealership so I can get my inspection for my inspection sticker. It expired in March. It is currently the beginning of April. So I want to get that taken care of. Baby's clean. My baby is clean. She's ready to go. We're about to go ahead and start heading in the direction of my doctor's appointment. I don't need to be there for another hour and 15 minutes or so. So I'm going to go ahead and get some breakfast. I weighed the options of like going back home and then just leaving from home. But it'd probably take me about maybe 15-20 minutes to get home. At that point, it would be 9:40. I'd be at home for 30 minutes and then I'd head out. 30 minutes is just not worth it to me. So I'm gonna take the scenic route and drive up Highway 6 and stop and get myself some breakfast. I guess y'all don't need to see me thinking about what I'm gonna eat, so I will check in with y'all once I make it to my doctor or once I get some food or whatever the case may be. They washed my car today and I'm so grateful for it because your girl was riding dirty. She was riding real dirty. I had went to the car wash the other day and it's been raining for like the last couple of days. I could go get my toes polished. I think I might do that. I think I'm gonna get some breakfast and get my toes polished, and then at that point it should be time for me to go to the doctor. There's a nail shop that I remember that's by my doctor's office, so I think I'm gonna stop there and get my toes done. All right, y'all, now that I've decided, I will see y'all later. All right, y'all. Hey, y'all. Happy Saturday. So I am sitting outside of Crab Kings. My husband went to go use the restroom. We had a fabulous day today. We went to go see my niece play at 10, more like 10:15. Her team didn't win, but she had fun and she did what she needed to do. So we upped the ante a little bit since her defense has improved. Now we want to work on her offense. And I let her know, like, hey, if you get a goal, I'll give you $25 to go to Target. And my mom is going to match it and told her, you know, if she makes the goal, then my mom will double it and she'll get a $50 Target shopping spree to give her some additional incentive to work towards. Some people may not agree with that method. Don't believe that you should bribe kids, that it should be for their fun. And she is having fun. She enjoys it. But we also like victorious mindsets, and we're motivated by money, and it just is what it is. We're going to head home and get a nap in. Tonight is the night of UFC 300. So I think that's my mother-in-law. We met her to eat. So today is UFC 300 and we're going to a friend's house to hang out with them, my brother-in-law, my brother-in-love, and a few other friends, I guess. I don't know who else is going to be there. I didn't ask. It doesn't matter to me. But we're going over there to watch UFC 300. So my husband and I are going to watch the prelims at home, and then we'll get to our friend's house for the prelims to begin, and then we'll stay there for obviously the main event show card as well. So it should be a pretty interesting night. I think the prelim starts at 5, so as long as we get home by 3, I should have like a good hour or so of sleep and I'll be good to go. I don't really have much else going on. I forgot to get footage at my niece's game. I was too invested in trying to like coach from the sidelines. So I don't have any footage of that, but I will pick y'all back up at some point later. I don't know when, but at some point. All right, good morning. Happy Sunday. I just dropped my husband off at his soccer game and I am heading to church. Y'all, when I tell y'all we are worn out, we are tired, y'all. We didn't get home till like 1 o'clock last night, or this morning, I guess I should say. And we had to get up. I had to get up earlier so I can be out the way by the time he got up. But even though he had a later game, which I am so thankful for, he has a later game today, but so we had to get up at like 7 this morning. Well, I had to get up around 7, which is sleeping late for me, but that wasn't enough rest. We didn't get to bed until maybe about 1:20, 1:30. I was tired yesterday. I was supposed to come home and take a nap, but by the time I actually made it home, I wasn't sleepy anymore. And so I should have just forced myself to go to sleep like my first mind told me to do, but I was just like, yeah, let me lollygag and let me play around. Shouldn't have did it. So I'm gonna come home, shower like I said, take me a nap, and probably by the time I wake up, I'm wanna clean up and tidy up the house. This week is my STAR testing week, so my students take their STAR test on Wednesday, and I'm ready for the test. Hopefully they're ready for the test. I told them to make sure to get plenty of rest this weekend because we're gonna have an intense 2 days of review. Tomorrow they have to present lessons. They have to present lessons to the class that provides like best practices and test taking tips when it comes to actually having to work with certain genres on the STAR test. And then on Tuesday we'll play some more STAR games. On Friday we played trash ball, poetry, and we also played, we did a question trail around the room. So I told a coworker that I would give her that question trail, and I would also go ahead and send her the soft copies, the digital copies. My phone doesn't want to stay up today, y'all, and I'm about to get on the freeway, so I can't keep adjusting it and fixing it. So I'll check in with y'all later. All right, y'all. Hey, y'all. I gotta remember to get a car mount. Happy Monday, y'all. So I am currently on my way to go get lunch for my hubby and me to share, and I'm gonna go get us some Popeyes because why not? The day has been purely comedic for me. Maybe not so well, I think for my students too, but definitely especially for me. Today I had my students teaching the class like how to prepare for their STAR test. So I had them start working on this last week. I showed y'all that before. And today they had to actually do the presentations. Now, I hadn't had the opportunity to actually record their presentations just because I've been in the moment. I've been pretending to be a student, so I'm asking questions. And for second period, I had another teacher come and join me. So I didn't remember until just now, to be honest. The kids did good and they kept their cool and they rolled with the punches, and I'm glad for that. But a lot of them also can empathize more with teachers and like how students can be a distraction because they don't want to learn. And I'm just like, oh, y'all have experienced nothing yet. But I think they understood the point that I was trying to make, and this required them to become more comfortable with genres that they may or may not have necessarily been comfortable with. Should I call you out? All right, y'all, so I just got some books delivered to my campus today, and I figured I'd do a quick little book haul. And I am growing my elementary library, but I am still not refraining from buying young adult novels or adult novels that I like because I'm a book collector, and if a book appeals to me or it seems like something that I would potentially want to read, or even if I decide to come back to classroom and then I have a niece who is growing and getting older who may want to read books physically, it's my hope, then I will have a collection for her to be able to go through. My mom will also have a collection. So I'm just long story short, I'm building my elementary collection, but I'm not getting rid of my current collection. So first things first is a book that I personally want for my collection because I want to read it, and that is We Are All So Good at Smiling by Amber McBride. Bros by Carol Boston Weatherford, illustrated by Reggie Brown. Black Boy Joy. Look at some of these. Oh, it has that new book smell. I love it. I have The Pinata That the Farm Maiden Hung by Samantha R. Vamos. So cute. And there's inclusion of words in Spanish. I want to build up my bilingual book collection too. Then I have a book inspired by one of my close friends, Ramadan and Eid al-Fitr. Give him some background context about Ramadan and Eid, and I am so excited to show her this book. I also got Endless Ever After, Pick Your Path to Countless Fairy Tale Endings, and this is one of those cool books where you read and then it tells you what page to go to based on what options you want to pick. So So I'm excited to read this myself and go through it. Like you, like me. From the creator of Same Same But Different, Jenny Sue Kosteki Shaw. And this is about two pen pals from two different parts of the world. Y'all, I'm excited for story time. Y'all have no idea. And then last but not least, I have God's Dream by Archbishop Desmond Tutu and Douglas Carlton Abrams. And I'm excited to have this as well. Might not be something that I put in my classroom, or it might be something. I don't know yet, but I try to keep religious-based things out of the classroom, but it's kind of hard to argue when I have Ramadan. So we'll see. If you're an elementary teacher or just a general school teacher, what is your rule of thumb when it comes to buying books for your classroom library? Let me know. With that being said, those are all of the books that I have. I'm probably going to get myself together, and I can't wait to take these books home. I think I'm going to take them out of this box, and I'm going to put it, oh, those are teachers. I'm going to put these books in a little bag for me to remember to take home later today. And I think I'm going to try to knock out a little of my tutorials work and then go from there. So with that being said, see y'all later. Hey y'all, welcome back to another day. So I am at school, y'all. My lashes, let me make it. This morning was super rough. I woke up this morning and my husband is off work today. And so he dropped me off at school because we needed to get our Jeep looked at in case he wanted to run any errands or do anything, or even if he just sat at home. It was just easier for him to drop me off, so we don't have to arrange for transportation, because worst case, if I needed a vehicle, I could always take my mom's car. I have a key to her car. I have permission to drive her car. So y'all get my point. But this morning I wanted to come to this gas station by my school very specifically because they usually have all of the snacks that I want. They sometimes have the drinks that I like to drink in the morning, the Alanis. And that's just kind of like what I had my mindset on. But y'all, so we got over here and the gas station was closed. That threw us off. So we ended up having to be redirected because the street that our school is on is one way up until the school because they're doing construction. So y'all, we had to go all the way around, right? Well, we weren't thinking anything of it. We could just, make a quick little loop, come right back. But the problem is, once we got to the street that runs parallel, the main, street that runs parallel to the street that my school is on, it was a lot of traffic. We saw police cars. We didn't really know what was going on. Long story short, it looks like somebody had overdosed. They blocked off the part of the street where that had crime scene tape, cops everywhere. It was just a mess. It triggered me. It was just hard for me to recover from. After that, I still ended up making it to school on time, but at that point I had lost my appetite. Told my husband to just drop me off. I don't want no snacks. I don't want to be bothered. And he ended up going to go get some of the snacks for me, but he got the wrong chips and a couple other things, which is not a big deal. I'll just stop in the morning, but I'm also have to let him know we're going to have to leave early because I promised some donuts. Anywho, so I was trying to see if I could get some Alani new delivered via Amazon, but none of them will be delivered until tomorrow, unfortunately. So I think while he is at practice, I'm going to run to, or I might just do a Target order and I'll just pick it up later this evening. I think that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do. I'm gonna just order some at Target so I can have them. I was thinking about going to Starbucks, but if I stop for the donuts, I'm not gonna want to have to stop for Starbucks. That's what's been going on today. I'm about to go to the restroom and I was supposed to be doing something. I just don't remember what. I know I need to go through these book bins. I'm gonna take them home today and I want to take out like summer related books so I can just style my bookshelves the way I want. And I already told my husband it was a moth in the garage the other day, and it was a killer moth if you ask me. That thing was huge, but I think I should be fine. I told him, I was like, hey, prepare yourself to come and keep me company in this garage while I go through these book bins and get the books that I want. I just haven't been in the mood to do that yet, but I'm kind of like, I'm looking at book organization, storages and stuff like that, and I want a couple more bookshelves, but I won't be ordering another one until I get like a little desk or table for my little crafting area. Oh, I'm so tired, y'all. I haven't I'm so sorry. I have no excuse. I'm just tired. For the most part, half of my stuff has already been packed up. I haven't taken everything down just because I don't want the walls to look completely bare. I need to also move these posters that's at the top of my classroom to the side of my classroom. After school, I'm gonna have to go into my husband's room as well as another coworker's room to organize the tables how I want them to be for the STAR test tomorrow, and then we'll go from there. So good morning, y'all. I know y'all sitting up kind of high. I'm back here. I'm doing my makeup. Today is STAR day. It's testing day. My kids are taking their STAR test, and this is my last one for at least the next 2 years because I'll be going down to elementary, second grade. I don't know if I want to still move up after next year. We'll see. But apparently second grade is a hot commodity. It's a grade that a lot of teachers want to go for. It's right before students are STAR tested, but they already learned to read at that point. I need to use this for outer corner more often. Y'all see how that pigment picked up? What? I need to figure out what my plan for tomorrow is going to be. A lot of my students are probably not going to come tomorrow just because they're going to be worn out today. And I totally get it. I understand it. I respect it. Okay, let me do my inner corner highlight. Yesterday, y'all, I dropped the book bin on my foot. I was trying to balance carrying my bag and my book bin out. And it was just not a very pleasant experience. Let me grab my flat iron. Try to flat iron my hair real quick too. Hey y'all, welcome to another day. I'm currently on my planning period. I've been reading my book, The Teacher by Frida McFadden. I hope that's how it's pronounced. I'm almost done with it, to be honest. I have maybe about 100 more pages left. It's a good book. So I read it while I was proctoring the STAR exam yesterday. It has been a pretty wonderful book, I must say. Anyway, we're working on a project today, and my students are planning a trip. They're a travel agent, and I think I'm gonna make a little competition out of it. They're gonna plan a trip anywhere they want. I gave those of them that wanted a budget, I gave them a budget, and for those that didn't, I didn't. And I think I'm gonna have them present their trips. They have to create brochures, so we're gonna work on that tomorrow. I think I'm gonna also go ahead and give them a third date on Monday. And today was really about planning, getting everything together. My trip is to Orlando and Daytona Beach. It is a spring break trip. I will link this resource down in the description box below. I got it from Teachers Pay Teachers. I was gonna go ahead and wipe down my tables, but I think I'm gonna just have my students wipe down the tables before they leave today. I'm gonna leave my sixth one open because I don't feel like cleaning it. And if they wanna spread out to their table, cool. And if they don't, fine, whatever. I'll go get the paper towels from my husband's classroom during the passing period, just so I'm not interrupting his class flow. I am going to spend the last like 20 minutes or so of my planning period just reading my book. I was listening to a podcast episode of Laura DIY and her new husband. They got married the weekend after me. I think that's pretty cute. And I'm listening to their podcast episode, just sharing some of their background information about their wedding experience. And I'm gonna do a sit down video probably with my husband where we can break down and share like what we spent for our wedding, what our honeymoon plan is going to be, and just all of those things. I think I'm gonna do my nails tonight when I get home. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Let me preserve the last few minutes of my planning period, and I think I just want to sit in silence so I can read my book. Our family is growing and expanding, and I am so excited for you to meet the new member of our family. Once we have this member of our family in our possession, I will introduce y'all.